Welcome to another segment of On the Bench for you serious lake anglers. This little brown baby boatman has produced a lot of good trout this fall, and Brent would like to show you how to tie it up for your next trip. The fall boatman hatch is one of the most exciting fishing action you will experience. You will want to make sure you have plenty of these in your box with light and darker colors. Let's go over the materials you need to tie the fly. The hook is a TMC 2457 size 12. We will be tying with a 6/0 red thread. The back is mottled oak wapsi thin skin with saltwater mirage flash abu underneath. The body is dubbed with Ligas translucent dubbing in either golden stone or medium hare's ear color. The legs are ginger goose biots. Let's go to the bench with Brent.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to bring you up another version of a water boatman pattern. This one on the rear here is my original water boatman. I've been using that for many years. I've got the crystal flash underbelly on it, as you can see. I'll bring that into the picture for you. It's still a great producer. I use that all the time, or most of the time. I was running fishing in a lake here where we're running across some smaller boatmen, so I wanted to match the size of them. Now, another angler had a fly that was working pretty good. It had a really bright green back on it, and I kind of toned it down. I put the flash underneath the thin skin on this one, and this one's over top the thin skin, so you get a little different results. And we've been fishing them both. They've both been working well. Some days, I think it's the more so the light conditions. Sometimes they want the bright one, and other days they want the more sublime one there. It does add a little bit of glimmer to it as well when you go with the Mirage tinsel. This is the saltwater Mirage, a little wider. Okay, now we're going to tie in reverse order all the time when we tie our flies on here. So our materials. I'm going to start here. I got some of this thin skin, and this is the shiny side. I'm going to tie the dull side up. That way when I fold it over, I got this shiny side up. Okay. Then I'll take the Mirage saltwater flashaboo, tie that right on top. That's going to go just underneath the mottled oak. I'll just cut that off. I don't want the whole strand getting in my way. Now, we can always, these two colors that I used this summer, with great results. We either had the medium hare's ear, or this was the golden stone, little lighter color. They both work too at different days, so it's good to have a little variety. Colors and sizes, we always like to do that when we're tying flies. And the nice thing about when you tie your own flies is you can do that. You can customize them. A lot of times you go into a store, they might have a few different sizes of a pattern, but chances are you're going to not have the right colorations. Or you can, maybe the water you're fishing, you're going to want a little different coloration than what I'm showing you. So that's a nice thing about tying our own flies. So we're just going to put this Ken Ligas dubbing at the back here. It's a translucent dubbing. I like the way it looks in the water. Then we'll bring in some goose biots. These are the ginger. I like to take a little wider goose biot on these legs. And they have the curvature. I'm going to take it out past the bend of the hook, tie it on the side. Get some good turns on that. Get the curvature here, out. Back to the last one went, just past the bend. Get some good turns on that so they don't pull out. This fly is very durable and catches lots of fish. So that's what we're looking for. I'll come in here with some more of the medium hares here. Also, later in the season, we were noticing some that were even lighter colored. So there's a lot of species of water boatmen. Everybody thinks they're all the same, but they're not. They change throughout the year as well. They're in the water all year long too. You'll see them plunking in the fall when they're migrating. the fish are going to be on them. You're going to be wanting a water boatman pattern, or you're going to be in for a lot of casting practice, because it's definitely a hatch that they key in on. You're going to notice a lot of real splashy rises. You'll probably notice some water droplets on the lake. Looks like it's raining the odd time, but there's no clouds in the sky. That's when the water boatmen are migrating. They go out of the water, they fly out of the water onto land to mate, and then they come back in. I love fishing water boatman flies too, or patterns, because fish hit these hard. They really hammer it. Really do. And I like to leave that little buggy out there, like say that little bit of translucency and that buggy nature down there. That's good. My flies look a little rougher, but I know the fish like eating them. Got the red thread on there, just trick that out a little bit too. I'll put a little drop of bone dry on that. Make sure you don't get it in the eye, because once you cure it, you won't get rid of it. Solid. But so you can see with the UV light hits it, you can see some of that flash picking up underneath the shellback. But that's my favorite right there. It still looks really natural, and it's got that little bit of flash in there. So it's got everything I want. Intermediate line is my choice. Couple little hand twists and a pause. Taking about a 3 to 4 second pause, give it a couple more little hand twists, and you better be hanging on your rod, because when they hit it, usually, like I say, they'll rip the rod out of your hand, and it's a great, one of my favorite flies to fish in the fall. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again real soon.
Here is the little brown boatman in the tank. You can see how the translucent dubbing is important to imitate the air bubble the water boatman carries with him. Thanks to Brent for sharing this good little bug with us today. Fly fishing is a sport like none other. The tranquility of casting a nice loop over a beautiful fish is something most folks never have the opportunity to enjoy. Those of us that do really appreciate good flies and the equipment for a successful day on the water. Brent Schlenker loves the sport and has created some highly effective flies. It is so rewarding to hear back from anglers whom have caught lots of quality fish with his durable flies. Brent and his wife Diane have enjoyed traveling and fishing with friends across the country. Formerly a guide and commercial fly tyer for their company, Cypress Fly Fishing, he has been featured in outdoor shows, television episodes, and magazine articles. His involvement with sport fishing on the fly has been enjoyable. Brent loves to share his experience with anyone wanting to up their game tying or fishing with flies. It is such a great gift to release a nice fish for another angler to enjoy.